coming to realize this most clearly during my spiritual journey. I often thought about how older women would tell younger girls to keep their legs closed as a form of advice, almost like a mantra passed down through generations. The irony is that many of these women didn't seem to hold their own self-worth. Instead, they operated from a place of dominance, seeking respect due to their age and not their true sense of value. What's worse is that this advice was often directed at girls who weren't even thinking about sex yet. It's a toxic form of control, teaching young girls to be hyper aware of men and their bodies, even when they're not yet ready for such concerns. These messages center men in the experience of a girl's life, simply because she's going through puberty and her body is beginning to change. Instead of teaching young girls about their intrinsic worth, they're taught to protect themselves from the gaze and judgment of men. Often, if men were looking at the girls, the girls were blamed for being fast, causing problems and bringing things upon themselves. I've seen this a lot in African American households. We're simply not allowed to grow up through puberty without being sexualized by older adult women and men. This reflects a common pattern where women, especially young girls, are blamed for the attention they receive from men rather than questioning the objectification of the behavior of the men themselves. It's a way of placing responsibility for male actions on women, reinforcing a culture of victim blaming instead of addressing a deeper issue around power dynamics and respect. This mindset keeps women trapped in a cycle of shame and self-blame while men's behavior goes unchecked. This keeps women from exploring and understanding their own sexuality and sensuality without being labeled or shamed. It took me years to shed these labels others placed on me and to step into my own authority over my body, no longer feeling ashamed of who I am. As a woman, I have the right to explore my sensuality and sexuality because it belongs to me. My sexuality is not for male consumption or to insert themselves into without my permission, nor do they have the right to think that they should be the ones exploring it with me. When we as women practice self-awareness and begin to understand our bodies, I've noticed that men often label us as whores for simply embracing our own desires. Say, Drake, it's worse when they can't be a part of it.